You might have think that I'd forgotten to press the button, because I did. And then I went upstairs. No, let's not make a song out of it. Come on. We don't make songs out of everything, do we? I certainly don't. There is a limit to what you can make a song out of. And forgetting to press the live button is definitely it. If you think I can make a song out of that, you've got something else going on. Right. Onions. Garlic. This is a surprise, isn't it? Because I've made no mention whatsoever of doing any cooking tonight. And yet here I am actually doing it. For some, this is why you like to join me. For others, it's why you turn off. So let's find out. Will that happen tonight? Because I'd like it not to. Oh, perhaps I should turn that down. Because that is a man called George, who's going to be probably asking all sorts of questions about his car. Now, where was I? Yes, onions, garlic, a big piece of ginger, and some other ingredients. There's some meat in the oven. So this meat is called pork. You may have heard of it. It comes from piggies, and I'm going to have a go tonight for the first time ever of doing some Chinese style food, and that's going to be interesting because I've never done it before. And rather than looking up some ingredients or taking a recipe or something like that, what I'm going to do is do it from what I think is probably in there. From the things I've liked and the tastes that I have picked up on. I'm going to try and replicate a Chinese a Chinese gravy. Yeah, a Chinese gravy to help with my pork chops. Okay, does that make sense? Now, I'm not asking for any help here, so don't want anybody going off and going, oh, you need to put this in it, you need to put this in it. Thank you very much if you do want to do that, but I quite like the idea of just doing it whilst not really knowing what I'm doing. It appeals to me. I like to learn, and I learn better from mistakes than advice. That seems to be my way. And where's that black thing come from? Give us a no, right. Right, so where are we? What were I up to? Incidentally, last night I was in two minds about whether to do a live stream or not, and it was getting on a bit, and then I thought I best not, and then suddenly, and this is the inspiration behind the thumbnail picture for this video, migraine suddenly happened. This kind of strange band of flashing colours all around like that, and it went on for about an hour and a half. It's not painful, but afterwards it left me with a headache. And it was so horrible that I ended up not even watching Boaty's live stream because I just wanted to go to sleep. And I went to sleep at 11 o'clock. That is not like me at all. Hopefully that won't happen again for a little while. I did a search today for pictures of migraine, but somebody must have made a picture of this, and it's called the ocular migraine. And fair enough, there are loads of pictures of exactly what you see. It's interesting, isn't it? If you find that kind of thing interesting. If you don't, then it isn't. Right, I'm going to sit down already because I feel like I've used up too much energy just in the introduction there, just talking to you just ever so slightly about absolutely bugger all. And how are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, right, for a second then, I thought I didn't have my glasses. Slam the glasses case down, yeah. I did buy, for this tonight, some light soy sauce. Now, this is because I heard Boaty say something about how you need the light soy sauce is where you get the flavour from. The dark is where you get the colour. I thought, well, that's interesting, that explains something, because so often Oh, thanks, Putty Cat. So often I've been doing this kind of thing and thinking, you know, it doesn't matter how much of this stuff you put in there, it doesn't really seem to make any difference. Right, so let's see who is here tonight or who was here tonight, because we're down to three people are still here. Could be the worst ever. Imagine that. What if we had a record terrible night? When we get a few more people in, I'm going to make a suggestion that some of you may well like. So I'm going to save it until some come back. Beatty is here. Hey, get on. And that is interesting. Okay, so I've seen the Greenwood there, and I'm going to put it straight onto live chat because that's what seeing the Greenwood makes me think of. Hello, or hi all rather, and hello Mustard. I am your moderator and boss lady of all that moves. Yeah, all that moves. Tonight I shall be mainly looking cute while clicking buttons on my buttons on control of a firm but non-threatening manner. Good. Right, usual rules apply. No spam, no repeats, or politics. Don't be a dick to other channel members. Channel members, chat members. I always get them. Always seem to get that wrong. Charlotte C is here. Jolly good day, everyone. Hello, Charlotte C. Jolly good. Is that a name change from Charlotte Calliston? Because if it is, then I know who you are, don't I? Hello. Happy birthday, me, says name me -1. Happy birthday, name me -1. How old are you today? How old are you? Let's have a guess. Right. If nobody's already said this or name me -1's already said, let's have a guess. I'm going to go for 27. Happy birthday. What the heck? Can you say D's nuts? Says, what the heck? I just did, but I don't know why I did it because I don't really see the point. But thank you very much. Hope you've had a good day. Hello, the Greenwood. Please don't repeat the same comments. Mustard will read yours out when he gets to it. What the heck? What the heck indeed. Do you remember me eat the fish? Do you remember me eat the fish? Well, no. Is that do you remember me eat the fish? Is that the name that you used to have, called Eat the Fish? I remember somebody called What the Heck, but I don't remember anything about being called Eat the Fish, so I am confused well and truly already. How about that? What a good start, eh? Oh God, I have ocular migraines. Technicolor ziggy-zaggies. Yes, they're rather curious, aren't they? They're rather curious indeed. And it doesn't really surprise me that somebody's managed to do like a picture of it, because it is. I always notice it. I'm just reading something on my phone and then I can't quite make out what it's saying, even if I've got my reading glasses on. And then I know something's on its way. Right, Putty Cat. Hello, goody Putty Cat. Good afternoon here in Florida, where no doubt it will be also very warm, like it is here today. And Mustard, are you 3 months preggo? Well, as it goes, yes. I've been trying to hide it, but I can't hide it any longer. And it's just the way I stand. I don't exactly hide it. What I should do, really, I suppose, would be to stand up, chest out, belly in. But I hate that kind of thing. I like to just stand, legs back, arms out like that, let it all hang over. And, you know, if I stood like other people, you wouldn't be asking that. But I just want people to think I'm pregnant. That's really it. I'm not really, because I'm a man, and it makes it a bit impossible. But I just want people to ask that question. It just really does it for me. Light has less sodium. Light has less sodium. Well, if you mean light as in L-I-G-H-T, then it depends on what kind of light you're talking about. It's the kind of street lamps. They're sodium lamps, aren't they? Or if you mean the lamps in here, which are LED, which don't really have sodium. Stephen S. Paul, hello, good afternoon, Mustard, and the rest of you. Yes, good afternoon to you. Right, now, here we go. Right, here's the start. What I need to do is get a pen If I can find a pen and a biscuit. No, not a biscuit. Why can't I find a pen? Oh, balls. I can find it. I can find a laser pen. That won't do though. If I was at work, I'd have loads of pens knocking about at my disposal. What about in here? There's always a pen in here, yes. Does it work though? That's the question. Yeah. Yeah. No, it doesn't. It doesn't even pop out properly. One of these will do. Yeah, that'll do. Right, okay. Now, what I saw then looked a little bit like a joke that was written down by Puttycat. And what I'm going to do tonight, and maybe I'll do it again another time, is if the onions are slightly burning, even though the temperature is as low as it will go. There's some water in there in a minute. What I'm going to do is, if I read a joke out and I think it's actually very good, I'm going to make a note of the time on the live stream it was at. And then I'm going to come back to it and cut it out and make it a short. So I'm going to start doing that as from tonight. So if you want your really good joke read out and turned into a short, you need to make sure that you have some. And they need to be good, because if I don't find them funny, I won't be including them. So first of all, Puttycat, miss, if you've lost your virginity, can I have the box it came in? No, not funny. Sorry, too old. 46, feeling 57, says Name Me. We didn't really give anyone a chance to guess, did you? 46, feeling 57. Now, that's an interesting thing, because that suggests that you know what it feels like to be 57. And how can you, if you're not 57, if you are 46 and 45 until, well, yesterday, then, there's just something a bit wrong with that. World of True Crime is here. Good evening, Mustard, and good evening to you, World of True Crime. Aerosmith has a song, Eat the Rich. I know. It doesn't mention anything about fish, though, does it? Peter Giazlev. Hello, Peter. Bad Books is here. Good evening, Bad Books. And Emma Lemon has retracted her message, which is probably a good thing, but I don't know. Mustard, can you check your mic is clear? The sound... Oh dear. Is it not? Oh, no. Oh. There's nothing's happened to it, though. It might just be... Is it still bad now? That's the question. Right. Is the sound still bad now? Or was it just a temporary thing there? Because obviously it's important. The sound is fine to me. Oh, there we go, Emma. That's for you. Maybe it was just a temporary glitch, which is more down to internet speed than anything. Well, that was unexpected. Thank you. I've got to turn that down now, because what I didn't do was actually turn everything down, did I? Right, anyway. Where was we up to? Ah, right, I see. Yes, okay. Right, hi, yes, it's mustard. Yes, it's mustard. Yes, it's mustard. Yes, it is mustard. It's me, Charlotte. Hi, Tracy and all, says Bad Books, and Bad Books. Good evening, Mustard, and good evening, Tracy and all. I meant light. It's still with a GH though. Okay? But yeah. I meant light. Light soy sauce, less sodium. Right. Okay, that clears that up then. Thank you, Puttycat. I'm going to just turn it off for a moment, I think. Or what I could do is put some water in it, because after all, it has got that stuff. No, I'll tell you what, let me just catch up these comments and then I'll start doing some onion things. Hello, says Peter P. Hello, hello. What's a 6.9? Something spoiled by a period. Yeah, I mean, I get the joke, but I don't think it's good enough to go in my thing, okay? Sorry. I have to genuinely find it really good. So, sorry about that. Name me -1. Here's a repeat joke for you, says Puttycat. My wife gave me a hand job the other day using Vaseline, and I came 3 times to wash that shit off. Not keen on it. Not keen on that one. I'm just going to be completely honest. If I don't think it's that good, then no, I'm not doing it. Try harder. Try harder. I asked Boaty what it feels like. Now there's a good point, actually. He can't possibly feel his age, can he? The sound is fine, the sound is fine, the sound is fine, also the sound is good. Right, okay, good. Dragon Puppet Masters is here. Dragon Puppet Master is here, thank you. An explosive fart dedicated to me. I shall treasure it. Made me jump, actually. Nothing wrong with the sound. And what a way to find out that there's nothing wrong with the sound, eh? Well, Mustard dropped one. Anybody would need a canary in a cage to enter Mustard's kitchen. Possibly. Did he go drop? He didn't drop it. He smashed it. Thank you. Another repeat. Right. Okay. Let's go. Let's make Puttycat's joke the first ever short joke on. I was going to say Project Nigel, but it's not. It's Captain Mustard. The stork is a bird that brings the baby, but the swallow's the one to prevent it. Okay, right, let's do that one. Let's do that one then, okay? I will do that as a joke, but I'm going to read it out again. Here's a joke for you. The stork is a bird that brings a baby, but the swallow's the one that prevents it. Is that any good? I reckon it's cack, but I'm going to put it in anyway, because it's a start, isn't it? What did the toaster say to the slice of bread? I want you inside me. Right, 7-Up official. Industrial Society and its future. Oh, is that a joke? Right, okay. Hello, Captain. We're both here. That is Barry and Karen. Welcome, Barry and Karen. Hi, Barry. Somebody likes that. Stephen S. Paul's doing a funny face there. I wonder why he's doing that funny face. Boaty doesn't look his age. He's always looked 53. Caught up for the moment. Oh, caught up for the moment. I did say that. Right, my grief counsellor died. It was so good I didn't even care. Let's have that one. I quite like that. 1842. I don't think it's going to work this, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. Why does it take 5 women to print? Why does it take 5 women with PMT to change a light bulb? Because it just does. 1905. Thank you. How do you embarrass an archaeologist? Give him a used tampon and ask him which period it came from. Wouldn't be good if they're all like this, though, would it? What does a vampire do with the used tampons? He uses the strings to floss. 1940. Puttycat says, the doc says, I have some bad news. I'm afraid you're going to have to stop masturbating. I don't understand, doc, the patient says. Why? Because the doctor says I'm trying to examine you. After it, right, that I didn't quite get that one, did I? Right. Because the doctor says I'm trying to examine you. Okay, right. Hello, the Tory is here. Hello, hello. I like that putty cat. Hello. How do you embarrass an archaeologist? We've already done that one. We've already done that one. Two condoms walk down the street past a gay bar. One says, "Let's go in there and get shit-faced tonight." Yeah. Okay. We've probably got enough. Have we got any jokes that aren't really crude though? That's what I really want. They're the kind of things that one day could possibly. I mean, jokes don't really belong to anybody, do they? So we can monetize them, but not if they're incredibly naughty. So right, for the moment, then let's have a break from me reading comments out and have a look at doing some food stuff. So here we have onions, which I'm actually going to switch back on and try and get them into something a bit more sauce-like by adding some water. Oh, and remember this as well, that this is going to be, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I haven't got a clue. I'm just going off what I think might actually work. That's all. So, what I make tonight could be something. There's a message just there from somebody. What I'm making tonight could end up being horrible, or it could end up being really rather lovely. Message for Putty Cat, by the way. If you want to be a man that looks like he's pregnant, what you do, stand back like that, belly out, like that, okay? That's what a real man stands like, not one of these pretend men that stand there like that. I could do that, and then you think, oh gosh, he's got some boobs, hasn't he? Mm. But I'm not that kind of man, so I'm not showing them off for you. It's all right. Right, a bit of water in there. So why are we doing this? Well, of course, we get the onions to soften and soften and soften a little bit further until they're so soft that you can basically not even really see them. I'm not going to do the thing what we'll do with the curry where you just keep them cooking for ages and ages. I'm just going to cook them until the point comes where I want to eat it with some meat. Now, here we have some ginger, which I've just cut a piece off, and the other bit's going to go in the freezer where it once was. Oh no, I put it in the fridge because it's been frozen once. Cutting the skin off the ginger, cutting the skin off the ginger. So you're probably thinking that my Chinese food attempt's going to be just like my Indian food attempts. It's just got all the same ingredients in it, hasn't it? So why would it be different? Well, I don't know. This is probably about as far as the similarities go. Although, I don't know, because it is going to include chili. Chili's going to be going in there, and some other things. See, I'm thinking, instinctively, I'm thinking that you have, for good Chinese gravy, you want chili and ginger. You only want a little tiny bit of chili. I might think of a Chinese curry now. I don't know, maybe I'm going off the track. But ginger, for definite. Ginger and something else that's in that cupboard. And I haven't quite really decided what it is just yet. When this cooks down, I'll add a little tiny bit of flour so it can have a bit of thickness to it. But there's no rush at all. I'm taking my time tonight. as I often do. I'm not going to add any salt to it either because there's always going to be plenty of salt in the soy sauce. Although, as Puttycat said, light soy sauce has less sodium. And of course, if you know what salt is, you know it's sodium chloride. But that's not quite what I was thinking. So, and because I haven't bothered to do any of my own research on this, all I've done is just take the word of a man that's, well, known for not really knowing what he's talking about, then I'm assuming that the light soy sauce isn't because it's, but it is quite dark in colour, isn't because it's light in colour, but now light in sodium. Right, okay, well maybe I've got that completely wrong, and somebody has something to answer to. However, no doubt he'll have some sort of explanation, which I will enjoy listening to later on. And now, we've got to that stage again, where there's not much else I can do, besides just sit down. Oh, that smells good. Oh, right, I can feel another one coming. I can feel one coming. And who happens to be at the bottom of the comments. If you want this bar to be dedicated to you, hurry up and comment, because it's about to pop out. No, it's changed its mind. Now, where was we up to? Where was we up to? Where was we up to now? There we go. That it was there. Sorry for repeating, says name me -1, but I don't know what that was. Sorry, Barry, Karen, no jokes like that. Oh dear, I'm gonna have to have a look anyway, aren't I? Oh. Oh, ooh. Right, okay. Right, so what do you call a tampon floating down a river? A blood vessel. Lol. The guy from SETI Alpha 5 says, what do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes? Nothing. You've told her twice. I'm sure I've heard that one before. As I get older, I remember all the people I lost along the way. Maybe it's my budding career as a tour guide. It's not the right choice. That's a good joke, but I don't think everyone will get it. Or will they? What do you reckon? And the point is that you've made the effort not to tell a naughty and rude joke. So let's try that one again, I reckon. At 28:40. As I get older, I remember all of the people I lost along the way. Maybe my budding career as a tour guide was not quite the right choice. See, I can do that, but I've got to edit a bit out because I cocked it up, didn't I? Never mind, doesn't matter. As it goes, if I want to do, I was thinking, I said this the other day, that I think that in order to get live streams to do good numbers, maybe you have to do more shorts. And this is a really, really easy way of doing it, isn't it? Don't you think? It might not be a good way of doing it. It might not be the best way. It might be a good way. It might be a shite way. I'm not going to find out until tomorrow. With inflation, everything is getting so expensive, but I've found the best way to get cock it up again, aren't I? Oh, no, that's in dollars. All right. But I found the best way to get gas for only $1.89 is with Taco Bell. Not sure what to think of that one, really. Mustard has plenty of gas. I do, but I've not done quite as much tonight as I was hoping. Don't challenge death to a pillow fight unless you're prepared to repercussions. Oh, no, hang on. Don't challenge death to a pillow fight unless you're prepared for the repercussions. I quite like that one. Let's have that. I'll try actually. Let's have a joke-free moment. Because otherwise it will just be nothing but jokes. And maybe what we should do in future is have a joke 10 minutes. So the joke 10 minutes could be, say for example, 50 minutes into the live stream. Yeah, we could try that. I know I just kind of sprung it upon you tonight. I thought, well, let's get some jokes out. Let's get some. But now I'm beginning to not regret it exactly, although I am a bit, because I don't want you telling me jokes that I don't find funny and then making you feel bad for it, and then me feeling bad because I didn't find it as funny as I was hoping. So let's concentrate on the live stream by liking it right now. Okay? From 12 to 20 in no less than 4 minutes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Groan. I silently farted in bed last night and then slowly lifted my covers. My wife screamed, "Oh, come on, this really stinks." It sure was a bad one because she was in the living room downstairs. Very good, but not quite good enough, I don't think. Mrs. Thatcher gets to the gates of hell where she meets Jimmy Savile. "I've been done for shafting miners in the 80s, she says. "What a coincidence," says Jimmy. I quite like that. It was obvious where it was going. Me and Emma met Jimmy in this. Oh gosh, me and Emma met Jimmy Savile in 1981, 1983. We were on the beanbags, no joke. The beanbags on his program, I should have said. Gosh, what about that? That's something to look back on, isn't it? Eh? Dreamy D says, "Konnichiwa." Hello, Dreamy D. And now then, says Barry. Hang on, yeah, I've read this one before. The one and only Nicole. I hate your beard. Your mouth looks like a vagina. Well, now that is probably why so many men are asking me to do an OnlyFans thing then. Because if this is all it takes, then you're out of business, aren't you? Eh? How many vaginas have you seen with teeth? The pretty big ones, only in lesbians. Weirdly, says Puddycat, I've been taking some anti-impotence medication for my sunburn. It doesn't cure it, but it keeps the sheets off my legs at night. Weirdly, I've been taking some anti-impotence medication for sunburn. It doesn't cure it, but it keeps the sheets off my legs at night. See, there we go. I'm not a professional. Does Janet Street Porter count? Don't know. What does she count? Lifeguard drillers. I just found out cockfighting is with chickens. That's 9 months of training gone down the drain. Can't read that one, Dreamy D, because I don't understand it. Right, okay. The one and only Nicole says, what does a frozen beer, a pregnant woman, and a burnt pizza have in common? Someone didn't pull out in time. That's one. I like that one. Very good. Well done. They're not going to stop now, are they? I think that's what's going to happen. It's just going to be a joke live stream, as if it wasn't already one. I'm sure I've seen this one before. An old married couple in church. The woman turns to her husband and says, I've just let out a really long, silent fart. What should I do? The hubby replies, replace the battery in your hearing aid. That's when you told me yesterday, isn't it? Very good. I like it. If you take Viagra, does it get lodged in your throat? Do you get a stiff neck? Oh, kiss my. Are you conservative or liberal? Arse. Mustard, where is your beer? I haven't got a beer. I've got some coffee in a cup there. Coffee because, let's face it, it is a Friday night. What else would you do on a Friday night besides drink coffee? Because it doesn't matter whether you go to sleep early. What's the difference between a toaster, a washing machine, and a woman? The toaster doesn't drip when it spots. I told you that one the other day. How many dyslexic people does it take to change a light bulb? Stephen. Right. Yeah. My favourite light bulb joke, which this will be the last of the jokes for the moment. When I say jokes, I'll slam something down on the side and I expect jokes. But for the moment, let's stop because we've got that many of them to go through, and that's quite a few. Some of those I'm going to think, no, that was cack. But a couple I'm definitely going to be using. Imagine if I did this many shorts every single night out of jokes. It would be a bit too many. So my favourite knock-knock joke is one I made up myself. And that is, how many electricians does it take to change a light bulb? None. They're called lamps. Right, so mustard, do you like Bloody Marys? That is tomato juice and vodka, isn't it? But is there something else in there as well? And the answer is, no, really. I mean, it's probably okay, but I like tomato juice. I just don't really see the point in vodka. I mean, vodka's a drink that's made to not really taste of anything, isn't it? Whereas all the other alcoholic drinks, you drink them because they're nice, not because they make something else, cause you to be inebriated. I just don't get that at all. Oh, the birds are coming, but the farts are staying home. Mustard, how about some books for your coffee? Books? Oh, what's books? I don't know what that is, so I don't really know whether to have any or not. Here we go. It's gone again. Yay! Okay. Oh, Puttycat, you got that just about there, Mustard. How about High Noon or White Claw? Don't know what those are. Oh, those beers. Dreamy D says, what do you do upon your free time? Is that? This is really it, and video editing. Now, tonight's video editing has got me halfway through before I've had to stop to go and do something else. So as soon as I finish my live stream tonight, I'm going to try and finish it off. I've got to try and finish it off because I've not had a proper video go up for a couple of days. Last one being the one with Steve Berry. And we need to replace that one, don't we, with something else. So from one celebrity to another, tonight's video contains somebody else that you all know. And some know more than Steve Berry. Who would like to have a guess who it was? I'm at booze. Yes. Oh, tomato juice, Tabasco, and black pepper. That's not Bloody Mary, is it? Where's the Doom Dolly tonight, Mustard? I'm rather partial to her. The Doom Dolly is called a Lenny's, which is an unusual name, and I think she's upstairs doing some secret plotting of some kind. I don't really want to know. Daniel is here. Hello, Daniel. In his free time, Mustard likes to dress up like a piranha and scare his fish. They're not scared of piranhas. Come on, piranhas are timid things. You don't believe the film Piranha, or whatever it was called, because they don't really like that. If you put your foot into a fish tank full of piranhas, they go, oh, what's that? That stinks, and they'll be off again. They don't really eat people. I guess Bob, says Dreamy. Bob, no, it wasn't Bob, no. No, it's good, says Peter P. And do you remember me? Asks Daniel. Yes, I do, of course. I know lots of people called Daniel, but I only remember one coming onto my live stream called Daniel a while back, and I presume you're the same one. Although you could easily be another one, couldn't you? You could be an imposter called Daniel, but I don't think you are, because that would be... It's not really the kind of name you would use to be an imposter, is it? You'd use something else instead, wouldn't you? Moses Kajina Martinez. What's good, Doctor Who? Yeah. Right. Mustard asks Puddy Cat, do you ever sneak out of your parents' home and then they caught you? Sneak out of there? Oh, how old do you think I am? I don't live with my parents, you know. I read a short story about piranhas, says the Greenwood, when I was a teen and had nightmares for months. And, you know, because it's a short story, it's not even true. You don't want to watch me blowing my nose, do you? No fishing, I'm not feeding you. Fed you earlier on. We greedy things. I'm not feeding all the time, they do. I don't know why. How did piranhas give you nightmares, though? It's not like... I mean, having nightmares about having the monster in the cupboard or something like that, or about the boogeyman or any of those other kind of things, fair enough. But you're not going to find piranhas sneaking under your bed, are you? That are going to creep up and bite your toes at night time. Tom, my boy, cheeseburger, yes, I do. I remember that name from the other day, actually. Yeah, come to think of it, I do. I remember that name. You are the smartest person I know, says Daniel. Well, you obviously don't know many people, Daniel, I'm afraid. Puttycat says, Mustard, what is your favourite Monty Python, as in Monty Python film, sketch, or person, or even character? There's 4 choices there. Most would be probably the sketch, the parrot sketch, I suppose, and then the favourite character would be John Cleese. But I don't know, because I just kind of liked all of it. I just liked the whole Monty Python thing. I was particularly keen of what's the really dark film they made called about life and death and stuff. I can't remember what it's called now. But anyway, there was a sketch. There was a part in that where there was a big party. There was a big party of all these posh people, and suddenly they all started dying, and the Grim Reaper appeared, and he pointed and said, "The poached salmon." That was my favourite bit. It was me. That was me, right. The star of your next video. Boaty? No. Allegro Man? Yes. There's not the star, he just appears in it. You know he does like to pop down quite a bit. But the other thing is what today's purpose for him coming down is so good that I've actually pushed aside 2 of the things that were supposed to be in front of it. Yeah, I have. And that's one of the things that I've been working on, editing, etc., has been going on for over a week, but I just haven't really come to any conclusion. How do you like your children cooked? Asks Dreamy D. Yeah, I tend not to eat them, to be honest. It always seems to be a bit, well, backwards, I suppose. Mustard. I meant mustard. I meant as a kid. What was that then? Why would it make any difference? Why would it make any difference? Surely I wouldn't have changed my mind too much now. Daniel says, "Would you call me when? What do you call my dad?" I don't. No, come on. Right. Okay. Please, everyone. Don't just string a whole load of words together because it's really difficult to read. Just put the occasional comma in things just to make it a bit easier. Let's read that again. Would you call me when what you do call my dad? See, I don't actually understand what you mean, Daniel. I'm sorry about that, but it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know what you mean. Tom Turbot to get the lady viewers, says Peter P. Do you reckon he would? Is he one of those people that would get lady viewers? Because so far it's not worked. Mustard, did you sufficiently get all the snot out of your nose? Most of it, yeah. It does tend to linger around somewhat. Hello?
Hi.
Hello? Uh-oh. Is it cabbage line time? It was the story of the piranhas eating someone down to the bone while still alive. Think they were in a pond or something. Must be exceedingly hungry, wouldn't they? Puttycart says, Mustard, can you demonstrate how the princess walks? Which princess? No, is the answer. I don't demonstrate how other people walk unless I want to do. The best thing to do is say, oh, don't have a go at doing that because you'll get it wrong. And then I'll start thinking I've got something to prove. He's not the very Messiah. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Meaning of life. Yes, that's the one, Barry. Yes, the meaning of life. Mr. Creosote. That, again, is probably the generally thought of as the best part of that film, but I still like that dinner party best. Life of Brian. It's not Life of Brian. I liked the mouse organ sketch. Yeah, that was quite cruel, wasn't it? Maybe it was the meaning of life. It was the meaning of life. Hello, what's going on?
Sorry, can you pass me some paracetamol for me in the cupboard?
Oh. What, this one?
Paracetamol, yeah. Thank you. Stop it.
Are you bickering now?
No, she's just moaning about everything.
Right. Okay.
Right, well, why is it taking both of you to come downstairs?
Because you were scared upstairs without me.
You're scared upstairs without me?
No.
Amelia.
Let's no more arguing, please.
It's not that
Yeah, I know. She's had earache for hours.
Hmm?
She's had earache for hours.
Oh dear. Didn't say anything before that, though.
Just pop that in the sink so it'll be sticky.
Oh, I think, well, no. Not unless I come down here.
It'll get better soon. But I'm just giving medicine. Can't do more than that. Take this off your head now, Mimi.
Oh, maybe that's not helping, actually.
If I had a thing, elastic band wrapped around my head all the time, I wouldn't feel good at all.
Go on, take it off. See you later.
Right. Right, I'm going.
Right, Olivia, come on.
Right. Amelia.
Hello. People still on there.
Sorry,
Oh, it's only 17. Hello.
Right, go on. Up you go.
I'll get you medicine, that's the best I can do, alright?
I'll see you later, okay? Okay. Right. Phantom is here. What do you do for work? Well, today for work, I actually fitted an alternator to somebody's Transit, which I didn't enjoy doing in the slightest bit because it was exceedingly hot. It was rather frustrating. And then I found out on this particular Transit, you can't even get the auxiliary belt back on because it doesn't have a tensioner. It has a stretch belt, which means that you need a special tool to get the belt back on. What were Ford thinking? I have skill issues, says Dreamy D. Skill issues, that's interesting. A very good evening, Mustard and everyone, says Andrew Buttygig. Welcome tonight. Welcome. Hello. Ah, yes, the Ministry of Silly Walks. Another one that we all... Oh, I'll tell you what. Yeah, the Ministry of Silly Walks might be my favourite actually funny sketch. Because the dinner party thing with the Grim Reaper and the poached salmon, not the poached salmon, the was it poached salmon? Oh, I can't remember now. That wasn't really funny. I just happened to like it. Chris Bowen is here. Evening, Mustard. I've been thinking, could you get a Lego man to fit a large carpet in an obscure location? I think this would be huge viewing sensation. Ugh. Oh, gosh, these burps are fantastic. Mustard, if you could have dinner with one person, dead or alive, that is not family, who would it be? Someone alive, I reckon. IA. Hello, IA. Phantom, I've not been here for a while. I've been revising for my GCSEs. Oh gosh. Oh, well, I hope you're taking them seriously. Yes. Mustard, do you give names to your fish? I just call them fish most of the time, although they do all have names. It's just that I could remember what all the names are, but they can still be a bit easy to get mixed up. Because if you have like a fish and you call it Toby, and then you have another fish which is a completely different type of fish and you call it Alan, and then for example you had another fish that was like an angel fish and you called it Charlotte, then that'd be very easy to decipher which was one or the other. But when you have like 6 neon tetras, which I haven't got, by the way, I haven't got any, we have, say, 7 penguin tetras, and they grow. At first it's easy. You say, oh, the biggest one's called Nigel, and the rest are just, I don't know what the others are called just yet. But when they all grow and end up the same size, it's a bit difficult to tell which is which. So there's no point in naming them, is there? Charlotte C. What would be the most useless superpower to have every day? Well, Charlotte C., the answer to that is an everyday superhero. It would probably be it'd probably be an imagination. Because for most people, having an imagination is actually a bit of a problem, because it stops you from just being able to get on and do all the mundane stuff, because you get bored. Your mind wants to be doing something much more challenging and interesting. So having an imagination whilst working in the post office or anywhere else like that would stop you from enjoying your job and stop you from just turning up every day. That's what I reckon. And I do think imagination is a super thing. What was it called? Superpower, yeah. Hello, Mrs. Mustard and Poppy and Cabbage. You're buff, Mustard. What kind of car were you trying to install an alternator? It was a van. Mustard, do you have issues with acid reflux? I don't think I do. Maybe I do, I don't know. Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali. It depends on what for. If you want them to have a fight together, then you're going to struggle because Muhammad Ali is no longer here. Mike Tyson is still here, and he's not exactly that likable a character, is he? Mustard fish, yes. Translate this. I can't. And the Greenwood says, question for chat and mustard. When you're eating when you're at home and you can smell burning, what's the first thing you check? Mine's my computer. I've just smelt burning and just check the PC. I suppose it depends on what kind of burning, doesn't it? If you can smell that kind of electrical burning, then yeah, definitely would be a PC I'd go for. And if you have a PC and you leave it switched on an awful lot, then you will get those kind of smells because the capacitors start to they start to expand, and after a while they give up because they don't like being left on permanently. They just burn out the capacitors and end up with bulging out. I know this because I've had it myself. If it smells of burning bacon, then I would check the pan with the bacon in. If I didn't have any bacon, I would be rather curious. I'd be thinking instead, oh, have I inadvertently set fire to my beard? My dog, my pants, the oven. LL Cool J or Beastie Boys asks a Putty Cat. Right, well, okay, right, that depends again on what it is you want me to do with them. If it is invite round for dinner, then it could be one. If it's also watch drive into the back of a bus, then it could be another. If it could be refuse free tickets to go and see, then it would be both of them. No sleep till Rochdale, yes. Right. Beastie Boys. All right, okay, Beastie Boys. I usually check Twitter first to see if any of those smells. if any of those smells burning turn out to be a conspiracy theory, they've turned up. Cooked up, sorry. Right. It smelled like toast burning, but since having COVID, my sense of smell can be a bit off. How about the Lumberjack song? How about it? It's all right, isn't it? The Argument Clinic. Oh, actually, yes, the Argument Clinic. Very, very good. Yeah. In fact, now you said this before and I changed my mind. I think, yeah, the Argument Clinic. That may well be my favourite one. Putty Cat, that's for you. You get a fart tonight. What do I do if someone twerks in my face? Asks Dreamy D. Well, I'd say, come on, leave that alone. That's you're doing it to the wrong person. That's what I would do, and I'd say just wait till I've gone out the house. Come on, Mum, wait till I've gone out. Mustard, what is your favourite city in the world to visit? Well, I'm not a well-travelled person, and cities are not places I particularly like to go. So let's talk about UK cities. Right? Okay, because I do know about them. Manchester, don't really like it. Leeds, don't really like it, and the road system's really confusing. Sheffield, don't really like it. I ended up getting a fine going through Sheffield the first time because I went in a bus lane that wasn't clearly marked. London, don't really like it. Too busy, too big. And right now I'm trying to think of any cities that I do like. Oh, Guildford. I like the city of Guildford. And do you know why? Because it shouldn't really be a city because it's basically just a town with a cathedral. And it's the kind of city I like. It's small, it's got the A3 running through it, and it's not overly congested. At least it wasn't last time I went. So there we go. I'm going to say my favourite city in the entire world with experience is in fact Guildford. What's cooking in the kitchen tonight? Ask World of True Crime. Well, it is some pork steaks, and I'm going to have a go at doing some Chinese-style gravy to have with them. Mustard says, Putty Cat, how many times have you watched Pink Floyd The Wall? Probably 3 times, I would say. Warrington. Say no more. Say no more. Say no more. Give the twerker an Eskimo kiss. Have you ever been to Paris? No, I haven't. I haven't been to Paris. No, I haven't. Lol, Andrew. Yes, yes. Charlotte C. Have you ever tried wild garlic butter? No, not wild garlic. No, I've tried non-wild garlic, but I've tried little bought garlic butter because I made it myself for garlic bread. Yeah, that was quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Lots of butter, lots of garlic, chopped up, bits of parsley, bung it on top of the fresh baked bread that I hadn't made yet, and it comes out rather lovely. Now I want some of that as well. Oh, right, okay. My daughter, says the Greenwooders, been to Paris, she found the level of poverty and deprivation upsetting. People with tiny babies sleeping in the street. That's not what you'd expect, is it? Sissy, be Muslim, brother. Okay. Okay, Sissy, says Charlotte as well. Have you been to Iceland? Well, you know, when I was really desperate, I used to go there because it was actually the shop that was just around the corner. But then when I bought myself a car, I thought, I'm going to go to Tesco instead. Much, much more like it. And in actual fact, the difference in price is rather minimal, really. It's quality what you want. And actually, as time's gone on and we've had our lovely German supermarkets such as Aldi and Lidl, well, you know, if you've experienced them and bought stuff, you'll know that that's better than Tesco. Okay, right, so Sissy's, right, okay, that's a real shame. It is a real shame. It is a shame, and I'm sure the thing is that many cities that are full of glamour, like Paris, are probably full of stuff that you wouldn't really want to see. And no doubt the tourist board over there keep all that a secret to stop you from being put off by the place. Now, what should I do next? Oh, hang on. There's another putty cat. Do you mean Tabasco? I don't think it'd be tobacco sauce in your scrambled eggs. Do you like? I'm going to say it. Do you like Tabasco sauce in your scrambled eggs? Never really tried it, to be honest, but I'm sure I would do. San Francisco is full of homeless. I just lost my connection then, so no doubt I'm going to have to go. Oh no, live chat's still on actually. Who's this? Zuna Samsel, who says either 5 zeros or 5 noughts. I think they're zeros, and that makes it rather difficult to decipher what that could possibly mean. But hang around, stay with the chat, like the live stream, subscribe to the channel. I've not said that for a while, have I? I need to be saying it more often. Otherwise, nobody's going to know that that's what they should be doing. Unfortunately, homelessness is a worldwide problem. It is, isn't it? I hate anything that has the vinegar smell, says Charlotte. Yeah. So the stuff that they use to seal windows with as well. I'm happy, says Zuzana. Yep, good. She found New York scary. Leave the tourist areas, even just down the side turn, and there's a half-naked crackheads staggering around waving guns. So a bit like there's a Blackpool then, I suppose. Mustard, do you like Bugs Bunny or Elmer Fudd? Oh, cool, that is a good question. I like both. I like Elmer Fudd because he looks like the back of a Nissan Micra K12, and I like Bugs Bunny because he's a bunny. And anyone that doesn't like bunnies is not to be trusted. Yeah. Ryan Menzel, he was here the other day, actually, wasn't he? I recently travelled to Ozark, Japan. I was surprised how clean and literally no homeless issues. I suppose that's probably the one. You want that kind of thing, you've got to go to Japan. What do you do, old? OMG Bay. OMG Bay. Oh, OMG Bay. Have you seen that? OMG Bay. Should do some more on this because I'm really probably going to be thinking quite soon about doing some sort of thing with this now, I reckon. Now, I was going to add some flowers to this, but now I'm thinking I don't really want to. I prefer it just to be an entirely natural thingy that doesn't have flower in it. Oh gosh, there's an awful lot of retracted messages there. Oh no, they're not. No. Let's see. Oh, right, yeah. Mustard, are you good at badminton? No, not really. Elmer Fuddy's a wrong'un. Visited Dubai and Oman. Didn't see any homeless people there, says Charlotte. That doesn't surprise me either, I suppose. I'm Susanna, says Susanna. Right, okay, Susanna, I'll try and remember that. Because that is, after all, quite a bit easier for me to say. And I like things that are easy for me to say because I can do them without tripping up. Let's turn the heat up on this then, and then start adding some other bits to it. Tweet. Oh, that's a damp one. You don't use a damp tea towel. Not a good idea. Alright, so there we go. These are looking rather good actually. Oh yes. Yes indeed. Those are definitely pretty well cooked. But they're going to go back in there anyway. I'll also do the other things. Right. I've got some bean sprouts. I bought some bean sprouts. Bean sprouts are cheap. And do you like bean sprouts? I'm not sure if I do really. I've not had them for ages, but just seemed to be the right kind of thing to do with this. And, as was asked earlier on, beer, yeah, oh, there's one in the freezer. Let's go and get it. Of course. Now, where was I with this? I want some stuff to add to this gravy. And again, I'm going to, it's going to be a bit of a gamble, let's say. And I think that what we want is a nice bit of coriander and a little bit of cinnamon. Oh gosh, that was a lot of cinnamon. My way of doing this kind of cooking is to do the stuff I know works and then just alter it ever so slightly as I go along. That might just be going a bit too far. The old hay fever is starting to catch up with me again. Right, so the two more ingredients I am going to put into this. One is going to be quite a lot of this soy sauce, and then some cheap sweet chili. Gosh, that's right at the limit. Some of this sweet chili dripping sauce. Where's the... Oh gosh, sorry about that. Oh, Greenwood gets it again. Well done. Ah, that is. Couldn't quite find the thing to open it up with. Right. And then I'll tell you what, yeah, this comes out much nicer than what it does normally. It just ran out there. Ran out of the bottle like a I don't know how to say it. It ran out of the bottle like a scanner, like a scouser runs out of the post office with something that doesn't belong to it. Oh, that does actually smell quite interesting. Then again, it's got some ingredients in there that are guaranteed to work, right? Beer's almost frozen. Catch up the comments and then do some those things. Bean sprouts, that's it. Mustard, do you think Rosemary is a good name for a dog? Yeah, why not? Perfectly good name. Is that what you're going to call your dog? We don't want a damp willy waving cloth. No, we don't. No, we don't want that kind of thing, Andrew Buttigeek. You are on the wrong live stream for that kind of activity. What pork do you prefer, Mustard? I love shoulder steaks. I remember you're using loin steaks. They're the ones that just seem to look about right. So yeah, it doesn't. None of it tastes that different from one another anyway, does it? Mustard, have you ever broken a bone in your body? Well, I don't know. Is the answer to that? I actually don't know. I've come close to it for sure, but I don't know if I really have. I once stepped off the tail lift of a truck in Wales. There was only about a foot off the floor at the time, and I just misjudged it and twisted my ankle so badly that I ended up on the floor, on my back, going like that. And then I had to drive it home 80 miles with this ankle that was unbelievably painful. I'm sure I've told this story before. But my whole ankle was black the next day, and then my leg was all swollen up. But I don't ever broke anything because I was still using it. And I just went to work. And I carried on going to work. Guns N' Roses or Metallica, and again, it's another one of those things where it depends on what for. If it's someone to listen to, I'd go for Metallica. If it's someone to switch off, it would be Guns N' Roses. If it's someone to poke fun at for looking like Benny Hill, then it would have to be Guns N' Roses, wouldn't it? Waving Pickle on his stream. Pickle waving. What are you cooking? Asks Susanna. And the answer is this. You'll see it soon. Neither Hank Williams or Willie Nelson. This seems to be your speciality, doesn't it, Putty Cat? Willie Nelson, I reckon. I love bean sprouts. Quickly blanched, drained, and then stir-fried with soy sauce and a bit of chicken stock. Right, okay. Well, mine will be something a bit like that. Now, ladies, take a seat as Mustard knocks all the things off the stove with his rather large cloth. Let's not be doing that, eh? Let's not. Thank you, Mustard, my third fart. It goes in the box with all the others. Well, I mean, the thing is, if you're going to give a fart away to somebody, it may as well be given to somebody who does actually appreciate it. Oh, yes. It's funny, actually, when I'm right next to the pan, Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm sticking my nose in it to see if I can smell it any better. And I couldn't. What's your name? Asks Susanna with 4 question marks. Why 4 question marks? That's like asking the same. You know, you could ask once. If you ask, we put 4 question marks on it. It sounds a bit like you're shouting. Sounds like it's a really, really important thing that gets answered. And my name? Well, if you knew that, you'd be as clever as I am. There we go. Ryan says, I recently came across the world food aisles in Tesco. Oh gosh, that's taking you a while. And I'm surprised by how cheap the herbs and spices are compared to the ordinary aisle prices. Well, that's because they're in bags. Aren't they? They're in bags. And the bigger the bag, the better the value. So I do exactly the same thing. Although I usually go to Morrison's and you get those like spice mixes for about £1. And it's good. It's really good, proper stuff. His main name is Mustard. They are so much cheaper. They're so much cheaper. Find an Asian or Chinese supermarket and they're even cheaper again. Ah, right, hang on. Elisa's back. Oh no! Not oh no, but hooray, welcome Elisa, who says, Mustard, baby, adult, old person, hello, it's me, Elisa, the most prettiest, smartest, funniest, amazingest person in the entire universe. Welcome, Elisa. Hi, Greenwood. You're nearly as cool as me, but still not at my level. Ah, gosh. Well, nobody could be at your level, could they? Nobody. You can't be at Elisa's level of cool unless you tell everyone exactly how cool you are. Did you put the TV... Do you like the TV show, Mash asks Puddycat. Well, it's all right. It's not something I've really sort of go out my way to watch, or I've gone out of my way to watch. I don't go out of my way to watch anything because I'm too busy trying to step out of the way of things that are asking me to watch. Yeah? Yes. I'm loving my fart. Thank you, Mustard. I'm using it wisely. You have the coolest eyebrows in the world, says Lisa. Now, I don't know whether that's meant sarcastically or not. I think it would have to be, really, because my eyebrows are really nothing special. If you think my eyebrows are cool, then... right. Okay, the Greenwood is way beyond cool. What's the flavour of your eyebrows? Strawberry or mango? Probably mango, actually. I agree. The Greenwood is queen. Yes, queen. And sister obviously wants something. 360 Digital Events 3. Captain, I've eaten a pack of my favourite crayons. That's a rather colourful story. Congratulations. Can turn that back down again now. Hi, buddy, where are you from? Asks Roaster. Roaster. Ah, yeah, I'm from Rochdale. Which city in England is famous for men with hairy chests? Manchester? There isn't actually a city that's famous for men with hairy chests, I don't think. No, I don't think so. There is one for ladies with hairy chests, but it's not even a city. Oh, look, soup, says Windy Miller. Windy Miller is here. And there's a flying thing. That's the only trouble with this time of year, of course. You do get things that start flying around that normally somewhere else. Do not land in my food. Honestly, you'll regret it. You'll regret it before I even do anything to punish you. Welcome, Windy Miller. Yeah, Trace, I want something, not just from you. Oh, gosh. Yes, it's something I can't help you with. Oh, gosh, here we go. Could be all sorts of things going on there. Windy, yes. Well, she's my sister. My nipples are leaking. The word. What do you call a British circle jerk? A Union Jack. That's a joke, isn't it? It's not time for jokes. Captain, can we make a human centipede and I can go on the end? of the chain? No. Cheese onions crisp sandwich? No. They still have tomato crisps in Europe. I had some the other day. I've never tried a tomato crisp. Seems a bit wrong to me. But then again, crisps seem a bit wrong to me. Steve Culg is here. Oh, Windy, I can't go to Europe just for them. Would be a strange thing, wouldn't it? I know a chap who's mad on cheesy, not cheesy Wotsits. There's something else that are cheesy. And to me, they're just some sort of snack that you'd only ever eat if you're utterly starving and there's nothing else around. But he loves them. He loves them. He's always showing on Facebook boxes full of them that he's bought. And he likes that and a bottle of Old Peculiar. And that's kind of a strange. No, not cheese balls, no. Fish sticks. No. What we used to be called crab sticks. No. Ah, well, hello, says Dino Dad. Do you like to put fish sticks in your mouth? No, I don't. Don't buy them. I want to try and remember what those cheesy snacks are that my friend Alan buys now. I do. I want to try and remember. Now, it might be time for me to just try this gravy. And have a look at it. It does look kind of like gravy in a knackered pan. But what it tastes like gravy from a knackered pan. And what was this? Whoa. Time to try the gravy. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's not really the way it goes, though, is it? What it's supposed to do is just serve it all up and see whether you like it. Do I like it or not? That's the question. I don't dislike it, but I don't know whether I actually like it. Yeah, I do actually. I like it. It's nice. I think it would work well with the stir-fried noodles and that tipped on the top. So that's what I'm going to do. Because the meat is definitely cooked. Oh, yes. The meat is definitely cooked. So it doesn't really need to be cooked anymore, does it? It could just come out of the oven and be left on the side and then go onto a plate. This can be done. So we have a frying pan, a dash of oil. We have some eat. Let's put some eat in it. Let's get the bag of reduced price stir fry. Bean sprouts. Oh yes, I've never cooked bean sprouts before either. I am a very, very inexperienced man with many things. This is one of them. But I just see there's a Windy Miller comment that I have to read out because I just love Windy's comments. Did you ever get from the cockleman? Oh, I once bought some cockles from the cockleman, stuck a bit of stink in the cockle and squirted vinegar all over the place, and prospective Mrs. Miller's expensive suede jacket. Not good. Dairy triangles. What do they look like? I don't know. They're in a yellow bag and it says XL on. Hey, but it's Alan. Alan says, Milk your cucumber in your pan. Backgammon. Not Monster Munch, no. Well, that's where we got to anyway, wasn't it, eh? Well, right. That's what I should have done, is actually used a bit of this. Yeah, well, that's more like it. That's more like it. Who likes the sound of that, eh? And then we're going to put some of this stuff in there as well. After it, switch that off. I'm going to treat you to watching me eat something now then, I reckon. You'll see me eat some of this. Not being daring enough to eat it all, so I'm just going to have a couple of pork steaks and these bits like that. And now I think we probably just need something else. But, you know, again, I'm just kind of just trying something out, see what it's like. Might be rubbish. If it's rubbish, then I'm not really too bothered. Oh, Johnny Cook. Ah, Barry Scrotter is here. Hello, Barry. Oh. XL cheese, yeah, right. Imagine doing that, putting in a link to something. It's XL cheese. Yeah, well, I thought it might have had a more of a proper name than just XL cheese. Right, the pork. Is what you'd expect it to be. Which is okay. And that works. Yeah, I like that. Actually, that pork's been cooking for ages, but could very easily do with a bit more of that.
I say it's better than I was expecting. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm very happy with this. Very happy with it indeed. The first time I went to the place called Istanbul on Milkston Road in Rochdale with senior mustard. And he just said to me, "I want the curries from here because they're really good." So they're not massively spicy or anything, but they just got a really nice flavour to them. And we went in there and I started eating it, and I've just discovered I was more interested in eating than having a conversation. And that was kind of what was a similar kind of thing there. That just makes me want to just enjoy it. I haven't got it wrong. That's brilliant. I'm very happy about that. So, because of that, after gosh, you're making me hungry, says Tracy. Not Tracy, Emma. I liked Keith Floyd. Ainsley Harriott. Both is a bit like Floyd. And I also like Ainsley Harriott when he was on Ready Steady Cook, and he was a grown man, but about the size of Susie Salt and Percy Pepper when he was 3 years old. Camp cooking. Why am I sitting on a bed at 22:22 watching a bespectacled bearded man eating his supper? And he would do his crap at Jamaican accent. Oh gosh. I'm really glad I tried this out. Right. I'm sorry for... Oh dear. I guess he's got it again. You're really collecting these, aren't you? I'm going to go now and finish eating this and do some cleanup and everything. I presume that Bolt is on at 11. I'd quite like to watch some of him tonight, but I also really do need to get this video edited. So I need to just finish up, go and do these other things, and just thank you for being here. Can't read that there. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for liking the live stream. Thank you very much for liking the live stream. Thank you very much for commenting, and thank you for being somebody that watches these live streams and is a subscriber. And thank you very much. 11:30. Oh, good. That gives me even more time. Thank you for especially big thank you to the Greenwood for the moderation. Always very, very useful. And that is me finished for tonight. So It might seem like a bit of a short one, but I'm off. Thank you very much. Bye.